Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have announced their decision to step back as senior members of the British royal family. So what does it all mean? In short, it's a logistical nightmare and something which nobody of this generation has experienced before. They announced the statement on Instagram, and a lot of their reasoning behind choosing Instagram is that they can control the narrative and effectively cut out the middleman. The middleman in this case is the media, with they have a very well documented tempestuous relationship with. They also launched their website Sussex Royal. This is where we can see the extent of work which has really been done in forming a lot of the decision making before the bombshell announcement was made. It offers information from how they're going to fund their lifestyle. As they said, they want to become financially independent. It also discusses their past work and how they intend to execute their future work in relatively vague terms. We can see that the wheels have been in motion for some time. First, we started hearing rumours that, Meghan was very difficult to work for. In particular, she was absorbing a lot of the negative press. We started hearing that there was a high turnover of staff. As a result of this left a lot of vacancies. And as part of that, there was two key hires. Those hires being the first of whom is Christian Jones. He's a former Brexit strategist. They hired him in December 2018. And he was working alongside the Sussex and the Cambridges. Another key hire is Sarah Latham. They hired her in January 2019. Now, Miss Latham was a former advisor on the Hillary Clinton presidential campaign and previously worked with President Bill Clinton in the White House. So she has established political experience. This started sparking ideas that perhaps they were thinking of their next chapter, and rumours of Meghan Markle being American president maybe weren't so ridiculous after all. These rumours really started to take a hold, in particular during her pregnancy. At a time when a woman is pregnant, the press, even the most relentless, tends to take their foot off the gas a little bit and give them a little bit of a wide berth. But Meghan seemed to be the exception to this rule. For a lot of people, she couldn't really seem to take a step right. So in September, this prompted them to hire Sunshine Sachs. Sunshine Sachs is a company that you hire when you are a very high-profile celebrity who has a very big problem. They also have links in London and in LA. This made sense to the fact that Meghan, obviously being American, was going to keep up her entertainment roots. She also kept working with her American publicist with whom she worked throughout her work as an actress. So we're seeing a lot of the American connections being maintained. At the time, it was kind of being assigned that perhaps it was her staying in touch with her roots, maybe keeping her options open, but now we see it was a very key element in executing this decision. The latter half of 2019 was a chaotic one for Meghan and Harry. They were balancing both being parents to a newborn little baby, all of the incoming negative attention. So what do you do? In their case, they sued. Meghan decided to sue the Mail on Sunday for alleged breach copyright because they republished a letter that she wrote to her father, Thomas Markle. Now, Thomas has a well-documented relationship with the press, and he never met a journalist or an interview he didn't like. Within a few weeks, Prince Harry also announced his decision to sue The Sun and The Mirror for alleged phone hacking. Now, this also echoes the fact that in the early 2000s, he sued the now defunct News of the World for what was determined to be phone hacking, and he was very much a key figure in that. The final indicator that something big was coming was the fact that they decided to take a 6-week break from their duties. Now, royal duties are always questionable anyway because a lot of their job is really soft PR. It's handshaking, it's photo ops, it's meet and greets, and it's ensuring the endurance of the monarchy and just making everyone look good, and that's about it. So their decision to take a 6-week break was very much maligned. I mean, there was people criticizing the fact that they were taking a break from their public duties, a lot of which is pretty easy, and most of it is taxpayer funded. In Canada, it was effectively a test that they passed with flying colours. There's no pictures of them from the paparazzi. There's no details about what they did. It was only David Foster, who is married to Catherine McPhee, who was a childhood friend of Meghan's, who let the cat out of the bag that they were staying on Vancouver Island. So they very much are getting the privacy that they've so craved in Canada, and this informs a lot of their decision. As I said, it's a logistical nightmare, but it's proof that the royal family truly are the best living soap opera in our time.